In the previous video, we've seen the 10 countries with the largest nominal GDP in the world. As the name suggests, nominal GDP is just a nominal value and has to be adjusted for certain parameters to have clear idea about an economy. This video is a listing of 10 countries with the largest economies when GDP is adjusted by purchasing power parity. Purchasing power parity adjusts for difference in cost of goods and services, or simply, the cost of living in different countries. Here is a quick illustration. Assume that you are buying 1 kilogram of apple. Once in the United States and then, in India. While buying it in America, it might cost you around $10. The same thing, when you buy it in India, you'll have to pay only around $2. While calculating nominal GDP, it contributes $10 towards US economy whereas it contributes $2 to Indian economy. But that would not give a final accurate picture of the economy. So that, while calculating GDP PPP, the 1 kilogram of apple is considered to contribute $10 towards both the economies. That was just an illustration and there are certain procedures while calculating it. Now, let's get into the list of 15 countries with the highest GDP purchasing power parity. The country coming in at 15 is Spain. This European country has a GDP of $1.9 trillion when adjusted with purchasing power parity while has a nominal GDP of $1.4 trillion. South Korea. This Eastern Asian country has a GDP PPP of $2.3 trillion and the economic progress of South Korea is so impressive that rose from poverty as a result of hard work and is now a key technology hub of the world. In the 13th place, we have Turkey. The country which is located in the middle of Europe and Asia has a GDP of $2.35 trillion. Turkey is one of the most visited countries in the world as of 2019 and tourism has a great role in constituting its GDP and ranks 19th in terms of nominal GDP. 12. Italy. The country has a GDP of $2.44 trillion and belongs among the developed countries of the world. Italy ranks 8th in terms of nominal GDP. 11. Mexico. Mexico comes in the 11th position with an estimated $2.6 trillion as GDP adjusted to purchasing power whereas the country is ranked 15th in terms of nominal GDP. 10. France. France comes in the 10th position when countries are listed according to GDP based on purchasing power parity as it has a GDP of $3.06 trillion. 9. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom comes in at 9 with a GDP of $3.13 trillion while it ranks 6th in terms of nominal GDP. 8. Brazil. Brazil is the largest economy in Latin America and has a GDP of $3.46 trillion adjusted to purchasing power parity. It ranks 9th when nominal GDP is considered. 7. Indonesia. Indonesia climbs 9 spots to the 7th position when GDP is calculated on the basis of purchasing power while it ranks 16th when GDP is calculated nominally. It has a GDP of $3.74 trillion and is the 4th most populous country in the world. 6. Russia. The biggest country in the world comes in at 6 when countries are ranked according to GDP PPP, with an estimated value of $4.35 trillion. Even though it is the biggest country in the world, Russia is sparsely populated and is only the 7th most populous country in the world. 5. Germany. Germany comes in the 5th spot with a GDP of $4.44 trillion. Germany is the strongest economy in Europe and is famous for its highly sophisticated technology and well-organized manufacturing and services sectors. 4. Japan. Japan is yet another country with a very well-developed technology. Japan is often associated with perfection and hardworking and this hardworking nature of Japan is the reason why it is ranked well above other big countries. It has a GDP of a whopping $5.75 trillion. 3. India. India is the fastest growing trillion-dollar economy in the world and has a GDP of $11.3 trillion, almost double that of Japan. Also, India's economy is growing fast that it more than doubles by every 10 years. In the 2nd spot, we have the United States of America with a GDP of $21 trillion. The United States is often called the most powerful nation in the world and in nominal terms, it is also the largest economy in the world. And the country with the highest GDP in the world when calculated based on purchasing power is China. Chinese economy was growing at an incredible rate of 10% annually for the past few decades owing to its exponentially growing manufacture sector and it has a GDP PPP of $27 trillion and is far more than the countries ranked after it. So, that was the list of 30 countries with the highest GDP in the world according to the theory of purchasing power parity.